I'm Luke Summerhays, and I love Cyclizar. People have been riding animals for around 5,000 years. Of course, there are horses, with mounted warriors being one of the original game changers in meetings between ancient civilizations. In regions with less favourable terrain, the camel might have been preferred, and in a few cultures, mighty elephants have been mounted. Today, in many parts of the world, folks only ride animals as a hobby activity, thanks to the internal combustion engine we talked about last week. Even without burning fuel, a bicycle is more convenient than keeping a steed around. A car feels very far removed from horseback riding, but sitting atop a bicycle, or even better, a roaring motorbike, can feel like riding a beast. In the Pokemon world, we don't see many people driving motor vehicles. We've been able to ride a bicycle since the very first games, appropriately as they were inspired by childhoods in the Tokyo area countryside. In more recent entries, particularly on the 3DS and in Pokemon Let's Go, we dabbled with riding Pokemon instead. In Scarlet and Violet, this was all combined into a Pokemon which is itself a bike. Cyclizar is a large lizard, somewhere between the size of a Komodo dragon and a pony, with elements of a motorcycle. Its head resembles a helmet or the front of a bike, while its neck frill and tail resemble the two wheels. Pokemon Scarlet tells us, apparently Cyclizar has been allowing people to ride on its back since ancient times. Depictions of this have been found in 10,000-year-old murals. And Pokemon Violet tells us, it can sprint at over 70 miles per hour, while carrying a human. The rider's body heat warms Cyclizar's back, and lifts the Pokemon spirit. Paldea is large and open, with gas station-like Pokemon centers dotted around. We see numerous other characters with Cyclizars to ride, particularly among Team Star. We as players never actually need to ride a Cyclizar, however. At the start of the game, one is introduced to either a Koraidon or a Miraidon, and these can be ridden throughout. Right from Cyclizar's reveal, people have been speculating about its relationship between these two legendaries, which it clearly resembles. Some people theorized that they would actually evolve from a Cyclizar, like Cosmog evolving into Lunala or Solgaleo in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Others were pretty close to the actual answer. Cyclizar is the modern form of the Pokemon, while the two box monsters are versions from the ancient past and distant future. Cyclizar's name combines cycle with lizard, while the Japanese name Motokage combines motorbike with Tokage, the Japanese word for lizard. Despite all the motorbike connections in the design and lore, in actual game mechanics, Cyclizar leans much harder into being a lizard. It has a unique move, Shed Tail, which like a real-life lizard lets it drop its own tail and escape. In gameplay terms, this basically drops a substitute, while simultaneously switching in another Pokemon, setting up defensively quite nicely. If Cyclizar has its hidden ability, it can even restore the health right as it loses it. This trick is very helpful in one-on-one battling, but less effective in the double battle format which official video game competitive matches use. I love lizards and reptiles quite a lot, always getting excited if I see a little skink on my hikes. I also think motorbikes are incredibly cool, and would love to get one. If I could combine the two, and have a Cyclizar, that would be pretty rad. Music for Luke Loves Pokemon is composed by Jonathan Cromie. Artwork for the show is by Katie Groves. Writing, producing, and editing is all by me, Luke Summerhays. Funding is provided by lovely listeners. If you'd like to help keep the lights on or give your thanks, head over to patreon.com/podcastiopodcastius. There you can find links to the other shows my pals and I create, or for just $1 a month, listen to episodes as soon as we're done editing. I love hearing from you guys. A 5-star rating and review on your podcasting app of choice, or even better, telling a friend about the show, would always be much appreciated. Our next monsters are Orthworm and Glimmet. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about those or any other Pokemon on Twitter or Facebook at LukeLovesPKMN. Catch more Pokemon content at twitch.tv/LukeLovesPKMN, Friday nights from 9 PM UK time. And even if you don't feel like doing any of that, thank you so much just for listening. I love Cyclizar, and remember, I love you too.